Hi, this is Landy Farms here from the homestead in Patillas, Puerto Rico. We've been living in Puerto Rico for the past 14 years, and this is our homestead here in this beautiful town of Patillas. As you can see, this is the view of the mountains that we see every morning here in our homestead. We have dedicated ourselves in the past 14 years in organic gardening. We have also a lot of herbs that we use here in the homestead. I do a lot of home remedies for ourselves and for other people to help with our health, and we love it here in the tropics. It's really nice, but we got very hit hard with Hurricane Maria, and our property is a property of 32 acres. And the next day when we got up, it was so devastating. I was like, Landy Farm is not gonna be here anymore, because it was, all the trees were in the floor. I mean, the winds were like almost 200 miles an hour in this mountain. It was really bad. But those first couple of months were really hard on us, and getting used to no light for 6 months, running a generator. It wasn't easy, but 10 months later, this is the way everything looks right now. So everything is nice and green again. We're already working in our raised beds. We had to cut a lot of trees in the property, and we're still working on that, picking up from that devastation. And but as you can see, everything here in Landy Farms looks really nice again. Erasmo has done, a great job trying to put all the pieces back together again. I think it looks more beautiful than before. Okay, so I'm gonna take you just around here, around the yard. Like I said, we do organic gardening, and we, around the house we have a lot of different little things growing. We got lemon trees all over the place. We got yellow plants. We have beautiful papaya tree right there. So this, you can see this tree here. This stump was part of the tree that fell in this area, and there was like a little shed here in this area, and that hurricane was so furious that night that it took the tree out of the ground and damaged, my house over there in that corner. So after like, I would say like probably like 6 months, the last of that stump that was there, Erasmo had to burn it because he couldn't get it out of the ground. It was so bad. It was so big. And so I said to him, look, you know what? We're going to do a rustic garden. We're going to leave all these logs all over the place, and they're going to be like a decoration. So as you can see, I put my little sign there, says Plantas Medicinales, Minda's Farm, because our property is called Landy and Minda's Farm. So so those are all my beautiful plants in there, my herbs. I love them. And this is part of that tree that it almost burned. And I was like, let's just keep it there as a decoration and memory of that hurricane that killed us that September 20, 2017. Okay, so going around going around and checking my plants. This plant right here is the insolent plant. That plant right there is called Melissa. And this one is called Jelba Buena, which is Kalanchoe Pinata. And this is Kalanchoe Gastoni. Over here, this is Arnica. We got two different kinds of Arnica. This is one of them. These are plants that we have to transplant. So we have a lot of different stuff in here that's really good for our health. Okay, so looking around, like I said, this is the view that we have from the mountains in front of us. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so here we have a lemon tree, another lemon tree. We just planted this one 2 days ago. And over here we have another lemon tree that we planted. I put that papaya tree in there, and it's growing papayas. I was going to get it out, but Erasmo told me to leave it there. So we have some tomato plants here. They're old, but they're still giving tomatoes, so we don't want to take it out yet. Okay, we got more herbs in here in the little greenhouse. And up there, that's my property, up there in the mountains. And over here, we have passion fruit. All this vine is passion fruit. Here we go, this one right there. Can you see it? Yep. And there's another ripe one up there. There's a ripe one there. And you can see the bees doing their work in the flowers. Look at that. There goes the bees. Those are the flowers right there. So this is passion fruit. That big vine that you see there. Okay. So we do a lot of recycling. So we go to the garages and we ask for the tires, and we plant the pineapples in it. Up in the farm, like I said, it's 31 acres. We had 7 acres that was cleaned and planted with different kinds of fruits up there. When the hurricane came, all my trees were on the floor. Everything. We lost everything. All the gaviola trees, the oranges, we lost bananas, we lost avocados, we lost everything. And the only thing that really survived was the pineapple, because, they're low. The leaves got a little, destroyed, but even though they were like that, we have collected a lot of pineapples from up there. So yeah, going back to that day, that week, when my husband went up there, he couldn't even go up the mountain. He was so devastated because everything was destroyed, and he was like, "Guys, don't go up there. You're gonna cry when you go up to that mountain." And like 3 months went by, and finally one day I said, "God, I gotta go up there and see how my property is." And so I decided to go up to the mountain and see. And I asked God, I said, "Show me whatever is beautiful up there. Don't show me the destruction." And that's the way it was. I went up to the mountain and I saw hope. I saw things growing up there. So that gave me some hope. that we were going to start all over again. Okay, so yesterday we started replanting and repotting a lot of our fruits, so, and like vegetables and different things. So I'm going to tell you what I put here yesterday. Over here we have all those pots of plantains. Those little trees that you see there, they are lemon and orange trees. All this is going up to the mountains. These are going up to the property. Okay, so we have like papayas in here, 2 kinds of papaya. We have little sweet peppers, and we have tomatoes. We also have strawberries. I had to replant them because they were already getting strawberries. Look at that. So we have strawberries. We have avocados. We have this tree is called hearts, and the fruit is like a heart. It's really sweet. I love it. More strawberries here, and pineapples. We have purple cabbage over there. More plantains. You see that mess over there with the plastic? I have lavender and I have rosemary, and it's gonna rain for 4 days, so I needed to put that plastic because those plants don't like too much water. They're, you know, they belong in the sun. They like dry weather. So I don't want to get them too soaked. So I took a plastic and just threw it out. Okay, so this is what I did here yesterday. What I do is, those rings are the top part of the tires that we cut to plant. So I put them like that because I put the pots in it, because if it's windy, the tire is going to keep the plants in there and they're not going to, you know, tip over. So that's why I'm reusing that too. I reuse everything. Look how nice those tires. I painted them. And here we have jautilla in Spanish, and in English I think they call it elephant ears, maybe. Okay, we have tomatoes there. Some more plants here. This is purple basil. So nice. I put that in everything. It's been raining. It's going to be raining for 3 days. So it's a lot of rain. Everything is wet. Okay, this garden right here is it's herbs and little peppers, little sweet peppers. Oh, look, there's some beautiful butterflies there. You see that? So yeah, so these are the little peppers. They're called ajicitos in Spanish, but I call them little peppers. I don't know how they call them in English. So I plant the herbs together with them, and like that the insects don't come. I have more tomatoes here. Okay. This over here is my rock garden that he did for me out of the rocks from around the yard. That right there is turmeric. It's beautiful. I have a big area with turmeric. I'm going to have a lot of turmeric this year. Okay, more tomatoes. Nice. And the little cherry tomatoes right there. Okay. And over there, I just planted some leathers. I have also more turmeric. I have over there in that corner spinach, the purple one. Here I have peppers in those containers. Peppers. And this is where I do all the planting with the seeds and everything, you know, my tables. And You know, this is where I transplant everything and do my little seedlings right here. Okay. And look at the beautiful flowers of the tropic. Isn't that beautiful? I love it here, but it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna pause, and we will take another video later on of the other side. But I just want to show you something here also. Over here, this is ginger. This plant, that's the ginger flower right there. And so this is the way our property looks from here. And so it's raining, so I cannot go up there to take the video of the rest of the property. Okay, this is Landy Farms, our first English video for everybody in our page. Okay.